Unless you've been living under a rock for the past 48 hours, then you understand the significance of what just took place. Lane Kiffin is leaving Ole Miss and headed to LSU. The 7-year, $98 million contract is being finalized, and there are a lot of emotions flaring from Ole Miss, from Lane Kiffin, from LSU, and from the college football landscape as a whole. And I understand. This is a big, big move. We've never seen something like this. And I don't mean we've never seen a big coach take another job from another big school. I mean, we have never seen a coach take a job while his team has an opportunity to win a national championship. Lane Kiffin bailed on his players. Let's call it what it is. He went into his locker room on Sunday morning and said, "Guys, I'm out. I am taking the job at LSU. I will be taking some of you with me. I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck winning a national championship, but I will not be here." And he thinks that he should be able to coach, but I don't blame Ole Miss's athletic department for a second. You ghosted them for weeks. You refused to say, "Yeah, I'm coming back," or "I'm not coming back." I think Lane Kiffin has known he was going to LSU for a long, long time. And maybe not LSU, but LSU or Florida. He was not coming back to Ole Miss. He could have definitely said, "Hey guys, after the season, I'm not coming back." The athletic program would have let him finish out his year. They would have said, "All right, good luck winning a national championship this year. We wish you nothing but the best." But it's in the way that he handled it. Right after the Egg Bowl, he's like, "All right, I'm going to LSU." That's messed up. It is. I mean, it is absolutely wrong. You should not be able to do that. And I can be mad at Lane Kiffin because I do think it was poorly executed. But who I'm really mad at is the NCAA. I agree with Nick Saban, who said this is not a Lane Kiffin conundrum. This is a college football conundrum, and that we need some real leadership to step up and change the rules on how this is done. This should not be allowed. A coach should not be able to leave his team in the middle of a playoff run. It's just like last year when I called the transfer portal a zoo, and I said that players should not be allowed to leave during the college football playoff. The transfer portal should open up at the end of the college football season, and coaches should not be able to sign with their new teams until after the college football season. If you can't put a team together from January to April, then I don't know what to tell you. Because that's why Lane Kiffin is going to LSU now. It's to go get a head start. Go start working on recruiting. To start working on the transfer portal, even though it doesn't open up for another month. Ole Miss has a right to be upset. They really do. They have a right to boo Lane Kiffin off the tarmac. They have a right to boo him when he comes back to Ole Miss when LSU plays there next year. Lane Kiffin had the opportunity to be the best coach in Ole Miss football history. But LSU, he's just another guy. You think he's going to beat out Nick Saban? You think he's going to be better than Les Miles? If he doesn't win a national championship, he's not even better than Ed Orgeron, who won in 2019. By the way, Ed Orgeron and Lane Kiffin have very similar coaching paths. Because Lane Kiffin has this history of leaving. A change of scenery is nothing new for him. He was the offensive coordinator at USC from 2005 to 2007. Then the Raiders came calling, wanting to make him the head coach of the Raiders in the NFL. He didn't do well. Then he went to Tennessee and was putting something together really nice. Like, Tennessee was becoming really, really good. And then the USC head coaching job came up. So he took that. He got fired because he didn't do well. Then he became the offensive coordinator at Alabama under Nick Saban. Then he went to Florida Atlantic and became the head coach there. And in 2020, he took the job in Oxford. So this is nothing new. Lane Kiffin will switch. I saw a tweet, and if I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen. But it says Lane Kiffin switches schools more than I switch iPhone cases. And honestly, that's true. I've had the same iPhone case since 2021. I've had the same phone since that time. So Lane Kiffin is known to make switches. He is known to go out to the highest bidder. He doesn't care about loyalty. He doesn't care about camaraderie. He just doesn't. It's business for him. And that's it. And I don't know if he wants to go back to the NFL, or I don't know if LSU is his dream job. I have absolutely no clue. But what I do know is that this was so poorly mishandled. And that I don't blame Ole Miss fans for a second for calling him a traitor. Now, I do understand the business side. I really do. Because I am not one of these people that thinks that college football is about education or even about good football. I know it's about money, and this was a money move. Can you blame somebody for taking a 7-year, $98 million contract to go coach football somewhere? I certainly cannot. However, what I cannot defend is bailing out on your team that has entrusted you. These kids have entrusted you with an opportunity to win a national championship. And that is what I have an issue with Lane Kiffin.